Hey, good evening, everybody. This is Gibran here from RealCO Capital, and today I'm talking about Furjan's property market and what's really driving it. So I want to highlight a lot of the changes that we've started seeing in Furjan over the past 3 to 5 years, and it'll actually paint a really good picture of why Furjan's rebound over the past 6 to 9 months has been so strong and why it's got a great outlook moving forward. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the little bit of price action, right? So this is a graph of a three-bedroom townhouse in Furjan, and uh, you can assume that most villa and townhouse communities are going to have a very similar graph where we've seen prices decline steadily. We saw all-time low, or not all-time low, but a low during the pandemic, and then a big bounce up over the past 6 to 9 months. And basically, in Furjan, it equates to about 20 to 30% capital gains in that much time. But we're still off the all-time highs, which we saw, in 2014, 2015, 2016. So this chart here is showing you urbanization. And in 2016, the areas in red had been completed and were mature. And of course, it's a very different picture now. The areas in pink is pretty much a hotbed of construction activity, and it will continue to be very active in the coming years as well. It's always had a locational advantage, right? And if you take a look at the city map and we break it down into broad segments, let's assume that this is the prime waterfront properties. This is the core of the city, where you've got downtown and Business Bay, Emirates Living, and Furjan. Then we've got the suburbs, the outskirts, and then we've got one of Dubai's growth engines, the industrial logistics and emerging CBDs that are being planned here. A lot of new interesting government initiatives are taking place. We've also got the Expo 2020 site and the new airport here as well. So Al Furjan's always had a great location, but for the longest time, it was only accessible from Sheikh Zayed Road on a two-lane road with a lot of bottlenecks. And that's changed. And over the past 4 years, the RTA have developed, numerous road links. And I think Al Furjan is now one of the best connected communities in Dubai. We can actually break that down here. We've got Sheikh Zayed Road, Mohammed bin Zayed Road over here, and then Al Asail Street is new. So it connects Furjan into Emirates Living literally in minutes. It goes all the way up to Al Quoz and Barsha. So that's made a big difference. We've got Garm, which connects Furjan to Sheikh Zayed Road and Mohammed bin Zayed Road. We've got Ibn Battuta Street. This is a major artery. It's still, it's going to be ready soon, but it's still under development. And then we've got Jebel Ali Road, right, which now Al Furjan connects to the ports, to the new airport, Dubai South. In addition to that, we've got the metro. So this was the metro line completed in 2009, and this is the extension that's taken place. And this is serving 65,000 people. It has revitalized the area completely. And this extension will eventually, of course, connect to Dubai South and the new airport. In terms of retail, we've always had Battuta Mall, but we now have a Lulu, and we've got two new community malls, and we've got a lot of local retail that's popped up all across Al Furjan, and that's growing as well. Al Furjan connects really well to some of Dubai's most important centers of business. So it connects obviously to JLT, Greens, Barsha. It connects to the port, Dubai South, and Dubai Industrial Parks. So Al Furjan, because of its connectivity and its location, it's one of the best locations for people looking to buy freehold, but doing business in one of these areas. So let's talk about real estate in Al Furjan. We have this area I mentioned below in red, which is where you can buy lots of land and develop commercial or residential developments. We've seen a lot of apartment buildings built in Furjan now along the boulevards. But the bellwether of the community remains the Nakhil villas and townhouses in green. And so obviously this is the oldest part of Al Furjan, and it is also the part which gets the community in Al Furjan which gets the most number of inquiries. So if we zoom into this community, the Nakhil villas and townhouses, Dubai style and Kurtat style are the ones that were delivered in 2012 and 13, and phase 2 was handed over in 2017, 2018 by Nakhil. So that's the breakdown of Al Furjan. What I'm going to do in the next videos is talk more about price action, delve deeper into specific property types, and we have a lot of information we can share with you about Al Furjan. So if you've got any questions, you can contact me. My Contact information is in the description. And we are a new channel. Hopefully it'll become a channel, but if you can like or subscribe, that'll help us as well. Thank you so much.